Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, episode 6, the Gilded Vale. So we are going to do some exploring and during this rainy, drizzly day in the Gilded Vale here. So we got, there's the north, we got Afra's house to go to, the Blackhound Inn where our dwarven friend is. We got this guy named Aloth here. We talked to Eder, but we couldn't recruit him. We got the temple. There's road south. The smithery, which might get some good weapons, hopefully. Ingrod's house. Ingrod's. That sounds familiar. We got the windmill and the road east. And I'm sure there's some other stuff we can explore. So, let's get exploring. Which way we want? Let's go to this house first. So we want to go over here first. Alright. So, come over here. Double time. Oh, tab. There we go. So it doesn't look like. Oh yeah, these people. Zalux the Usurper. Ooh, it's like the ghost stuff that I saw. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call you. Well, grab a hold. You see a lone man standing in a field. He looks around, surveying the crops. Occasionally, he bends to examine a leaf up close. He is intent on what he is doing, completely absorbed in his work. This man approaches him from behind. He moves slowly, but does nothing to mask his approach. In his hand, he holds a large sword. There appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He almost seems pleased. The first man hears his approach and stares, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His face breaks into a smile, and he opens his arms to welcome the approaching man. The smile freezes into a grimace as the second man thrusts the sword through his stomach, its blade now protruding from his back. His arms slowly fall to his side, and blood starts to drip from the sword onto the plants below the man. As the first man crumples to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, a tear slowly falling down the cheek of his still smiling face. Well, that wasn't good. Alright, Clink, what about you? Alright, so I'm guessing yellow means I can grab their souls. You see a small group of people gathered around the ruins of a house. The destruction continues out from the single dwelling through the entire village. Not a single building still stands. Rubble is scattered everywhere. One of the men in the group leans over something in debris. It is this man, younger, barely more than a boy. The man reaches out and shakes the boy by the shoulder. The boy makes no sound and doesn't respond to the man's disturbance. The man looks up at the other members of the group and shrugs, standing to rejoin his friends. The boy suddenly sits up, eyes wide. He scrambles backwards, away from the group, looking around in horror. The group moves towards him in uniform, eliciting a yelp from the boy, who tries to move further away. A woman in the group puts out her hand, stopping the rest. She turns to them reproachfully, motions for them to stay, then looks at the boy on the ground, who is trying to push himself through what remains of a wall. He seems unaware he has even stopped. The woman slowly moves towards the boy, hands out, speaking in a low, calming tone. For a time, the boy doesn't even hear. He just closes his eyes and braces himself against the wall, expecting violence. Eventually, the woman's words work through the fear, and he hears her. He opens his tear-filled eyes and stares at her. She holds out a hand to him. He looks at it, seeming confused by the offer, then hesitantly reaches out. She takes his hand in hers and leans down to help him stand. Okay, yeah, there's that. Oh, good, my mouse is caged. It comes and goes with this cage. Alright, let's go in this person's house. Ooh. Oh, it's red. Dang it. Red means stealing. Oh, I can't talk to the cat. Fine. I don't want to talk to you, stupid cat.
A blade in the dark.
Anything hidden? No. Okay. Afra. A drywood woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is quite clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Well met, friend.
That's not what it says here. Well, finally, I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? Just arrived. Nice cat. Nice cat. Our smiles brightly. Oh, thank you. She's a sweetheart. Keeps the house clear of mice, too. Who are you expecting? My sister, Kaliska, is traveling with one of the caravans. She sent a letter before she came. Said she was going to pay her way by working as a guard for the caravan master. She always has a tough one. She always was a tough one. She pauses. I suppose you've seen her on the road. Or the caravan, perhaps. It's Master Odima's. Yeah, I know her. She's not doing so good. I was with that caravan. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Calista didn't make it. The caravan was attacked and we escaped, but Calista was caught in a Beowick. She was caught in a Beowick. After covering her mouth with one hand, eyes wide with horror, for a few moments she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasp. Her eyes brimming with tears. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Calista was always so certain she could take on any danger. Afra sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm so sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her. She might still be alive somewhere. Afra's face crumples and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Why did you send for her? Casca mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can find... Quiet your sniveling. How are you going to raise a child if you're this weak? Is there anything I can do? I'm so tempted to quit your sniveling. Kaliska did help me out, and she died, so, alright, my debt to Kaliska for helping me when I was sick, I'll help you. Kaliska mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I could provide some assistance. Arthur looks at you with some surprise before dabbing her nose with a sleeve. That's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. Figures, it never is. Arthur wipes at her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kaliska as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. With my Hathorth gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Kaliska could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn. But she moved south to Aang's Lost Compassion 2 seasons ago. Journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am. But I don't have anyone else now with Kaliska gone. More tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? It's a long way. What's in it for me? I'll think about it if I ever head that way. The one for Chaining Hill is... I'll find Ranga for you. Arthur blinks. Eyes wide. You will? Oh, God bless you. Here, I'll give you coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of, well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Anglos Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She clasps her hands together. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. Sets her hand on and starts smiling through her tears. Alright, so we gotta go see Ranga past the wilds. Side quests, always fun. Alright, what do we got next? We got the Black Hound in Aloth. Let's go over to Inogrins and check out this house too. Oh yeah, here we go. Up here. I can go in this person's house. Where are you going? Okay, take the long way. Whatever. Goldenrot Chew. Minus 20 fatigue for 600 seconds. In the stash you go. Let's go in this person's house. Chant can do more than just chant. While the abilities are blah blah. Stealing.
A blade in the dark.
Anything secret? No. Okay. What's this? Rats scurry behind the sacks. Well, okay. Edlin Prostun. Let's grab your soul. You see a key turn gently, steadily, and hear a ghostly click as the door swings inward. Two figures slip in, locking the door behind them and begin their prowl. The hunt is efficient, and it takes them little time to acquire a sizable collection of documents and oddly shaped velvet pouches. Quick hands fill pockets, rucksacks, bags. Thieves. The door opens downstairs and everything freezes. Footsteps. A tired giggle. The thieves are all eye whites and short breath as they empty their pockets of all but the necessities. Anything noisy, hurriedly replaced. Silence from downstairs. Then tentative steps up the staircase. A voice calls out. One thief creeps forward. The other gesturing wildly for him to return. He continues forward, crouching by the banister. He sees a gaudy shoe and shoves. The woman falls with a cut-off scream, rolling lifelessly to the floor below. Swearing, the second thief grabs her brother and they make their escape, collecting whatever value they can on the way out. Oh, okay. What about blah blah blah? What about you, Kara? Come here. Give me your soul. You see a crowded marketplace, vendor stalls lining the road, the proprietors' voices calling out to passersby to come sample their wares. This woman wanders through the throng, strolling hand in hand with another woman. They peruse the vendor's goods, staring at a book merchant with a number of old and beautiful tomes. Chatting with one another about what they see, one will pick up a book and show it to the other, who will take it, comment on it, and place it back on its shelf. Then the first will snatch up the book again and quickly pay the merchant before the other can snatch it back. They walk away from the market, weighed down by packs filled with books, still hand in hand, standing close, comfortably, and familiar with each other. As they pass down a somewhat deserted street, an object suddenly hits the woman in the chest and bounces off, rolling away toward one of the buildings. The woman stops and looks at the object, an apple, and then back up at the person through it. There's nothing special about him aside from the angry look on his face and the two other apples he holds. Before either woman can move, the man draws back and throws another one at them, this time hitting the second woman in the forehead. He yells at them, something derisive and hateful about a legacy and about responsibilities. The woman raises her hand to her head and wipes the juice and bits of fruit from her face and stares the man down defiantly. The first woman squeezes her hand and puts the other on her companion's shoulder, attempting to calm her down. The other woman pulls a book from her pack and holds it before her, muttering under her breath. She pulls her hand free and waves it above the book, an aura forming around her. The first woman is still trying to calm her down, but all she says goes unheard. The man, uncaring of the events happening in front of him, draws back and throws the last apple. As it arcs through the air toward them, the second woman brings up her hand and points at the apple. A glowing orb of energy flies from her hand and strikes the apple, causing it to explode, raining bits of apple down on the road and buildings around them. The man's face changes, anger joined by fear, looking like he's trying to decide if running or attacking is the better course of action. The second woman has started chanting again, her hand glowing, her eyes narrowing. This woman steps in front of her, placing herself between her love and her attacker. She touches her face, gently stroking it while whispering calming words, a kiss. The woman's countenance changes. She calms, her eyes softening, her lips regaining the lost smile. The first woman smiles again as well and kisses the other. Wizard scum, the man behind them says, and the two women turn to face him, staring him down defiantly. They join hands and begin walking away, moving past him without so much as a sideways glance. Oh, why you gotta be picking on people? Let people love whoever they want to love. Jeez. That has nothing to do with you at all. Alright, map. We got the windmill, yeah, and Ingrid's house. You can be Ingrid because... Oh. Alright, these are just more souls. I'm tired of looking at souls. What's this? Doesn't unlock anything? Okay, fine. Be that way. If you want me to read all the souls, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm gonna skip the souls. Villager. A untended box. Mine. Some ale and beer. Okay. Into the house.
They won't see me coming.
I can... Oh, I was going to steal your stuff. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices you approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little. Don't mind me, guys.
Good day to you.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowed with confusion. Do you know this man, Nantan? Yeah, he does. I know Nantan. He was hurriedly tearing down his tent. Nantan coughs. Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? You're always in a hurry. You two seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. Ingrid laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and she looks at Nantan. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Nam reaches to take her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. Is there anything you can tell me about Gilded Vale? Only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rot goes deeper. If you're looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiant Bay ourselves. Okay, goodbye. I'm just gonna take your books. The Broken Stone War. In 2626 AI, a group of farmers, while clearing from a planet, actually knocked down one of the ancient Edremia's land. Wow. Okay. I will take your book. What you got in here? Oh, silver? Oh, you guys don't need that for your trip, do you? Good. Glad we're in agreement here. Alright. Who's that? Oh, it's just a villager. Alright, whatever. To the windmill. To the window. Uh-oh. Cutscene. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. God hear me, Swainer. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads. But we'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Fair prices, huh? What's going on here? New task against the grain. Oh, those guys left. You got anything for me? No. But oh, there's something right there. I see you, mushrooms. Come here. Don't shoot me. I hope he doesn't shoot me. An elderly man stands before you. His relatively stocky build suggests a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn and his eyes wide. Behind him, a young man and woman exchange worried glances. The woman raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grasp. Get back if you value your life. I don't like being threatened. We have that in common then, Trumbull says, raising his chin a little. With all the poison sweeteners dribbling in their ears, it's not going to be long before someone decides they'd rather do things the messy way, and I won't let anything happen to my family. Who's Swainer? The dwarf, the one standing out there spreading lies among the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades, and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. Hey, why are you talking about dwarves like that? Filthy elf. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club fraction. Who are you? Is Swainer roping foreigners into his little crusade now? I've only just arrived. I'm Durrell. I only just arrived. Trumbull shakes his head. You picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vale's had all its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now. And Swainer thinks he's king of it. They're all of them mad. What was that ruckus? Where to begin? Swainer's whipped them up into a froth, going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale, and Swainer and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town? The crop's blighted, and most of what I get from the farmers, Trumbull gestures to the sacks and containers, it's gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat. and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Schroeder's howling after things he has no right to. Seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation, yeah. Trumbull frowned. It's not, he bowed. Look, Schroeder's always been a rotten bastard, with stories so limited. Maybe I saved the good stuff for people who deserve it. Opera, for instance. She's a expecting child. Should I let her starve instead? Do the villagers know about the grain supply? Looks embarrassed. Some. The innkeeper, for instance. It's better not to worry anyone. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then, we'll be in the clear. The innkeeper? Which is, I wouldn't drink the ale, is all I'm saying. Alright, I'll go talk to Schwainer, but you're not on the up and up either. The miller all but sighed relief. I'll be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it if you can convince him. That's right, you will be. Can I take... No, that's stealing. Milligard, I can talk to you. Hey, you. Okay, I can't talk to you. Hey, you. No, fine. Don't talk to me. I don't like you people anyways. Dun, dun, dun. Loading screen. Map. Alright, we got the road east. And the smithy. Let's go over here. Run, fool. Dun, 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 dun. That I can take, can I? Yeah, give me that. Ah.
Well?
Despite the rains, the stalks feel as dry and stiff as locust husks.
Of course.
Oh, no, up here. Up here. Run, fool! My mouse is no longer caged. That doesn't unlock anything. Alright, fine. Be that way. Oh, Eastern Wood. Alright, what's up here? I think this will unlock... This doesn't unlock anything either. But just in case. I want to hit all those up. We got a road down here. Anything to steal? No. Stupid mouse had to come in cage. Ooh, cows! Moo! I can't talk to the cows? Why not? That's so cheap. That's gonna lead to the same thing. Yeah, I think it's just the once you unlock the cardinal directions, that's all you really need. That's the smithy. There's nothing up there? No. Alright, let's go this way. Into the smithy. What do you got, smithy? Stealing. Stealing. Not stealing. A couple of souls I can look at. What's this? The bellows sigh into the furnace and the coals burn brighter still. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. All errors can be reforged into lessons. All difficulties can be reforged into triumphs. Value the work of others. All souls can be forged into whatever we will. That's pretty cool. It's a little... You're an apprentice, you're a commoner, you're a guard. Can I talk to you? You don't say anything. I look at your guys' soul, but I don't want to. This odd man is an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deep oceans and has thick arms boast corded muscles, small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You've come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be. But we're fine. But we are fine weapons and armor to offer yet. We have. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. Show me what you have for sale. Of course, you won't find any finer anywhere else. Yeah, that's what they all say. Ooh. Magic-y stuff. Outward buckle. Small shield, no. Breastplate. 300. I don't have enough to buy it. Magic ring of deflection. Magic ring of protection. Blunting belt. Pierce DR. Bonus slash. Oh, that is really good. Cape of withdrawal. Disengage defense bonus. Bronze horn of figurine. Summon animant. Oh, that's cool. Rope and grapple. Pry bar. Effective for prying open certain types of containers, but not especially useful on doors due to uneven and narrow distribution of its leverage. This. Yes, let's, we'll sell every... Cancel. Isn't there a way to, like, can I... Oh, there we go. Double click. Armor. What is this? Leather armor. Do I want to hold on to that? Screw it. I'll sell everything. I can buy it all back. I'm wearing a helmet, right? Yeah. I'll hold on to the hood just because it looks cool. I can sell these books. I didn't read those books. Give me those books back. Where'd they go? Oh. Go back in the stash. Anyways. That gives me 600. I really want that blunting belt. It has a saber. Slash first deflection. Great sword. Slash pierce. Hold wall. Crit damage. Crit can inflict prone. Oh. Lance. Pike two-handed. Weapon. Reach. +1 constitution. Plus 20% of grazes converted to... That's really good. It's slow speed though. Alright, well, we'll just sell that junk and call it a day. Where's the exit? Let me out of here. Peace out! Anything down here? Oh, yep, there is. I see you. Come here. Da, 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 da. Bloop. Magran's fork. Sweet. I see you up here. And we got the inn. Oh, I didn't go to the temple. It's right here. Oh, well, it's not a whole lot, I guess. There's some stairs that lead out and a child. Hello, child. Another soul I can look at. Alright, to the inn. That should be my last stop. Oh, angry townsfolk. Aloft. Hey, this is the guy that showed up on the map. You see 4 people gathered by the door of the inn. They raise their voices in chopping gestures, suggesting an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Ooh, a fight! One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. You've got a lot of gall mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adrians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say... whatever it is you think I said.
We've nigh quarrel.
He's got two different voices.
That's where you're wrong.